Hello and welcome back to our weekly training on the pie of real estate, how to better service our clients in their immediate needs. We're in the service industry and we have to learn how to service our clients in different needs, whether they're buying a home, selling a home, whether they want to build a home, whether they're in some financial distress and we have to pivot and help them through their financial and economical stress moments of their life. We truly have to learn how to maneuver ourselves in the conversations, in our presentation, and how to better help our clients move forward by suggesting to them what is the necessary next step. And today, the thought of the day is work on yourself more than you work on your business. You see, our business is the reflection of who we truly are. The more we grow, the more our business grows. The more we work on our mindset, the more our business is reflecting our true mindset. The more we grow, the more everything grows around us. If we grow in the sphere of relationship building or finance building or economics or marketing, in whatever area we grow, we are working on ourselves. And when we work on ourselves, we're able to bring that to the place where we work. You see, when we work, the true reflection is who we are. And if you're working on yourselves, the who we are actually changes, or who I am constantly changes because I am changing within the context of our business. And again, our business is always evolving. There's always new tricks and new technology and new things that we have to focus on. And this is what we really have to understand, that we have to change alongside with the way our business is changing. So work on yourself more than working on your business. Last time and last session, and you could take a look at our channel and find our last session, we went from entrepreneurship to purposeful, E to P. And we discussed a lot what this means to have this transition in your business and in your life, to move from entrepreneurial to purposeful. Really, I know a lot of people who are entrepreneurs, but they can't get their businesses off the ground. A lot of people are in the process or in the career path of being an entrepreneur, but they can't make it because they do not understand the purpose in the means of which they function. Meaning, we're in real estate, we're in the service business. You got to figure out who your clientele is. You got to figure out the purpose. You got to figure out how to get money to run your business. You got to understand your business goes through seasons, right? People buy more in spring and summer and less in the... You have to turn entrepreneurship into purposefulness, meaning there has to be a purpose on how you function and work. A lot of our times when we work with customers, it's evenings and weekend jobs. Why? Because most people are at work and they can't make decisions about buying a home during work hours. So what happens? Well, to be honest, a lot of that has changed with technology. People used to not work and have their phone next to them. So now people watch more real estate while they're at work, watch more news and so forth. Why? Because they have their phones with them at their work. But most people still making a decision or setting up a meeting is after hours or on the weekends. So move your business from E to P. Understand that just being an entrepreneur without a purpose is not going to get you much in business development. Today, we're going to talk about the lesson of high achievers. You see, there's just ordinary people, there's people below ordinary, and then there's the high achievers. These are people who go beyond just the average. They go beyond and they keep moving forward and forward and forward. How do these people get there? How do these people become high achievers? And this is what we want to talk about today, the purposeful mindset of high achievers. One of the biggest things that these people do that are high achievers is they constantly grow. They are learning based. That means their foundation of how they function and make decisions is through learning. Every single meeting that they go into, they grab a piece of paper and pen. Why? They're in a position of learning. Every time there's a conversation between them and a client, they're writing out. Why? Because they're in a position of learning. Every time there's a business conference, they have a pen and paper. Why? Because they're in a position of learning. People who have a base on the concept of learning and developing, those are the people who become high achievers. The people who do not become high achievers are those people who live in ignorance and say, everything I know is sufficient to know. Meaning they limit themselves of the things that they do not know that could contribute to them in the spectrum or the problem or the scenario. And this is the difference between a high achiever and not. When you talk to high achievers, and I meet with high achievers, they're always discussing. It's like all of my meetings are more like mindset. Mindset. Masterminding. Every single of my meeting is like a mastermind. It's not like, oh, do you want to buy a house or not? It's like, let's mastermind of how we can get there. How do we get or become better at, finding you the home or finding you the lot or finding you the project. And through this conversations and the masterminding, we're developing a concept of learning. But a lot of people, what I have seen, it's just, I know, I want you to know, and that conversation ends. I know, I want you to know, and that's it. And I'm not in a place to learn anything else. I'm not in a place to learn anything else about this meeting. I'm not in a place to learn anything about life. I'm not in a place to learn anything about you. You see, and people feel that. Are you in the meeting just to, just to do your thing? Or you're in the meeting just to know, to learn? I always want to learn about the person. I want to learn about what they do. I want to learn how they live. I want to learn what's their goals in life. You see, the base of my conversation, the base of my activity is all based on learning. Those people who stop learning, they stop acting. Those people who learn and learn and learn, and that is their base, they're always acting within what they know. And they know more because every time they meet people, every time they read something, every time they see something, they're in a learning-based concept. And this is what propels people to high achievers. The people I've interviewed in my short-lived career path of an entrepreneur, people read, people listen to podcasts, people watch YouTube, people read online, people do audiobooks. These are people, and these are signs of higher achievers. But not only that, then if they take what they know and they act upon it, that is the ultimate high achievers. Take basketball or football or any sport. Those people go through training or military, and then they put all of what they know into action. And the more they put into action what they learn, the greater achievers they become. And that is ultimately what it means to a mindset of a high achiever. And it's true, if you even look on YouTube and there's guys who speak and then they have a stack of books behind them and all of that, and people laugh at that, but there's nothing to laugh about. I could take a book and I could read it, and out of that book, maybe I get two new nuggets. It's still worth reading that book. I grab another book and I read the whole book and there's only one nugget. But it's a learning-based mindset. Every meeting I'm learning something, every situation I'm learning something, or you just hold your position in ignorance. I don't want to learn anything. We go into a meeting, we're discussing, we're talking, and you just walk out of the meeting like nothing happened. And if we truly base our life around that, we will never become high achievers in business or in life. Why? Because life evolves. And at every stage of life, we need to learn something new. We have to adopt and learn something new every time, every tier of life. whether it's in business or personal life. We must learn to develop and become these high achievers and develop this mindset. Again, it's a mindset of a high achiever.